Hello, everyone, and welcome to Spill the G podcast with your host, G. Guys, it's the 1st of December! So excited! Look, we've got the Christmas jumper, cardio, Christmas hat. What else? You can't really see them, but we've got Santa Claus earrings in. Very, very nice, very nice. Guys, how do you look? The two gingerbread men are so cute, aren't they cute? Guys, how do you feel that you're free from being locked up for a whole year in the cupboard? Feeling good? Who was it on YouTube? She goes, greasy mitts, Christmas tits. Who is that? Was that Zoella? Greasy mitts, Christmas tits. How we all do it. We all prepared for Christmas. Because at this present moment in time, I'm pretty prepared. I've just got to wait for all the deliveries to come through. But I bought everything. And it's not even, when I'm filming this, it's actually not even December. So pat on the back. She's sorted. But yeah, I'm feeling Christmassy. I think I am now. A bit festive. I haven't actually done any Christmas music yet. Which usually you do. When like November, you start to hear the Christmas tunes, don't you, coming in? But I don't think I've actually heard any yet. Unless I'm just kind of immune to the sounds now. After all these years of hearing the same Christmas songs year after year after year. What is your favourite Christmas song? What's everyone's favourite Christmas song? Do you know what mine is? To go like, last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. But yeah, my favourite one. What's it called? Last Christmas. Duh. Last Christmas, innit? Or I like this one. I like oh my god, what is it? It's on the tip of my tongue. All around me, children playing, having fun. It's oh Jesus, I almost died singing a Christmas song. Take number 2. Hang on, let's pop in here. All right, ready? Snow is falling all around me, children playing, having fun. It's the season for loving and understanding. Merry Christmas, everyone. Well done, Georgia. That was great. I hope after that you're all in the Christmas spirit. Oh, God. I'm a bit exhausted after that. I got a runny nose as well. I got a bit of cold once again. Should have brought some tissue, actually. I feel like my nose is going to be snotty as anything. It's not very Christmassy, is it? But I thought I would do like a bit of a Christmassy episode on the 1st of December. I just know this Christmas is going to be great. I have a feeling it's going to be a good Christmas. But yeah, like I said, I have sorted my presents. Let me bloody tell you, was it tough this year? It was tough. It was really, really, I'm not going to lie. Usually I find it like a difficult for like certain, but I felt like I was really struggling with everyone this year. I feel like there's like 3 types of people in the world. You've got the people that like give you a whole breakdown, a whole list of everything they want. That's me. Then you've got the people who go, oh, no, don't get me anything. But it's like, well, I'm going to have to get you something, you know? If I take you seriously, on Christmas Day, I'm the villain. That's what will be. That the outcome of the situation. And the 3rd type of person are those people who go, surprise me. Surprise you? What? What does that mean? Like, what level of prize do we want? Are we talking a shitty gift card? Right? Or are we going to the other extreme and I'm buying you a live alpaca? I don't know why I said alpaca. I don't know, like a puppy or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, what level of surprise do you want, you know? Give me some sort of idea. Like, you're just making this more harder than it needs to be. So I would just, like, I also think as well, you write a list for someone with like all different ranges of prices on each gift. You know, you get lower budget, your medium, and then you've got an expensive gift. And people can choose then how much money they want to spend on you. Just make it easier for people. Because, I mean, because if you don't, I'm sorry, next year, none of you are getting anything. I'm going to bother. I'm really not going to bother because the stress, right, that I go through every year trying to find Christmas presents. I think that, right, and we're going to go on to Christmas traditions next, but I think that should be everyone's new Christmas tradition is we all give a list to each other of things we want. Because otherwise, as well, I was just thinking, I'm just going to get you something that you don't want. Like, just tell me what you want. But yeah, I thought this is all a Christmassy episode. We're going to talk about Christmas traditions and some of the Christmas traditions I have. Oh, everyone's got their own little thing that they do every year. I've got a few. Like, I don't think they're like that. They're that crazy. But some of them I've told people in the past and they've been like, oh, like, that's really like me and my family don't do that. But first of all, this is kind of a cute one. Me and Jamie, we actually every year we buy each other a chocolate advent calendar. It's kind of cute and it's kind of wholesome. And we always try and get different ones each year. So this year, I've got what have I got? Oh, I got a Malteser one that Jamie had bought, and I bought Jamie and this is top tier advent calendar, a Terry's chocolate orange calendar. How good's that? I'm actually a little bit jealous. I wish he kind of thought of that, but never mind. Next year, yeah. But yeah, talking about advent calendars, that actually reminds me. My brother is so funny when he was younger, and he did lie quite a bit when he was a kid. Growing up, we had advent calendars, like the material calendars, and my mum would put like chocolate coins in them. Um, it got to about maybe like the 7th December, and I went in to collect my coin, and there was nothing in there. And I thought, that's weird. So I checked the next day and I was thinking, oh, maybe I am just a bit ahead and I didn't even realize I was ahead. Checked the 8th, there was a coin in there. Then I checked the 9th, no coin. Checked the 10th, coin. Checked the 11th, no coin. Do you know what my brother had done? Is eaten every other chocolate coin. I think on the last week he ate all of them. But for a while, it was like every other pouch was empty. I was absolutely livid. Can you imagine, throughout December, so excited that you get to eat chocolate for breakfast every morning. I was livid. So I told my mum, I told on him, I knew it was my brother. And my brother goes, oh no, it wasn't me. And we said, oh, well, who was it? And he said, oh, it was dad. Right, okay. My own father has gone into my advent calendar and stolen every other day. Is that what you're saying? And then my mother thought, we're going to check your brother's advent calendar. The whole advent calendar, completely empty. And do you know what he says? He goes, that must have been dad too. My poor dad catching accusation from my brother for eating the whole of his advent calendar. And it's like, come on, mate. But I was so annoyed about it. Luckily, my mum went out and got some more coins and filled the rest of mine back up. She didn't fill up my brother's though. She thought, well, you've had your lot. And then going forward from that day, I hid my advent calendar in my wardrobe so you wouldn't be able to get it. Yeah, we also have, as a family, we have quite a I don't know when we started this tradition. I remember mine was quite young when we started it, but I don't know if we'd always done it this way. And whenever I tell people this, they are in shock that we do this. And that is, we open our presents in the afternoon. Like, we don't open presents like first thing in the morning. We, have our dinner, and then after dinner, we have presents, which I guess to a child that is like psychological warfare, and sitting there looking at your presents for hours wrapped up. Honestly, like I remember as a child like by 12 was vibrating, like really wanting to just see what was in those presents. But yeah, people that they're like crazy, but now I just think it's kind of normal. And I do think now as an adult, I'm like, I prefer doing it that way. I just feel like it makes the day last a lot longer and the excitement last a lot longer because, I know if you rip all your presents open first thing in the morning and then you have your dinner, day's done then, isn't it? Whereas for me, it's kind of like I've all that excitement, I have my dinner, still got the excitement, then I open my presents. And by that time, it's like that you're settling down, you're having some drinks. I just feel like it rounds the day off a bit better. But yeah, I think I actually might do that with my kids. Let's make them wait until the afternoon. But yeah, that's like kind of been like a long-standing Christmas tradition that me and my family have done for as long as I can remember. And then me and Jamie, we have quite a newish. I don't know whether it started last year or the year before, or maybe even the year before that. We open our Christmas presents. We give each other Christmas presents like super early. I mean, like 10th of December early, because we can't contain my excitement. Not only do I want my presents, but I also want to give Jamie his presents because I'm so excited for him to have them. Definitely remember the time we did it last year. We were sat there and all the presents were wrapped up under the Christmas tree. And we just looked at the presents and looked at each other. And then we just realized we are adults. We have free will. No one can stop us. Like, if we want to open the presents right now, we can. And so we did. We opened our presents on a random Tuesday evening while eating some pasta, 2 weeks before Christmas. And you know what? I don't regret it. I really don't regret it. Although I guess it does. I guess it feels both empowering, but also wrong at the same time. But no regret. If that's what we want to do, then we'll do that. And then the final Christmas tradition that I thought of before sitting down today. Because I was trying to think of like weird ones not many people do. And this is another family tradition, but usually on Christmas Day, we go for dinner out somewhere. Like, we don't have in the house. We have dinner like in a restaurant or like a hotel, The best idea ever. I just think that is such a good idea. You got no cooking, you got no washing up, no stress. You just turn up to wherever the place in your Christmas outfit, letting someone else deal with all the shenanigans. Your potatoes, your roasting of your carrots. Revolutionary. And then best part, like literally the best, dinner's done. You say thank you very much, Merry Christmas. Off you go home. You start drinking. Like, it just makes complete sense. I don't know why, Christmas is meant a holiday. It's meant to be relaxing. It's meant to be, not stressing yourself, having a good time. So why wouldn't you let someone else do all the cooking? It's crazy. But I guess that's because like I don't like cooking. To me that makes more sense. But I suppose if you really did like cooking, if you really did like chefing it up, then I can understand why you would think that cooking on Christmas Day is probably the best day to cook because you're cooking a proper slap up meal. But yeah, I just think for me, like going out and eating on Christmas Day. What random hobby am I going to get for Christmas this year? Because every year, without fail, someone in my family buys me a gift that basically dictates what my hobby is going to be for the next, I don't know, could be the next couple of days, the next couple of weeks, or the next year. Like one year I had a knitting kit, and then I thought I'm going to be that girl who knits everyone's scarves, right? I genuinely thought I was going to like make a business out of this beginner's knitting kit. I thought, this is my calling in life. This is the new business idea. I gave it a go. I gave up after 10 minutes. For me, right, I think it was reading the instructions and looking at the pictures in little shitty instruction manual. I just didn't get it. For knitting, I think I need someone to show me in real life. But anyway, another year I've had paintbrushes. And then generally for the next like 3 months, I thought I was gonna be like the next Picasso. I thought, I'm gonna make these pictures, I'm gonna sell them on eBay, and I'm gonna like put it up to like for to bid, and people bid like hundreds and hundreds of pounds. That happened. Like I've got a picture in there in the spare room that's been half painted for about probably over a year now, which I need to finish. But maybe that'll be my New Year's resolution, is finish that painting in there. But the wildest one that I've had, and didn't last very long, and it was probably one of the most expensive hobby gifts that I've received, is a whole surfboard. And I'm not gonna lie, like I was actually pretty good at surfing. Went to like I did like a few lessons. It was pretty. I won't lie to you, like I'm good at it. Could stand up, could turn. But I mean, like, I live in Bristol. As if I live on bloody Bondi Sands or whatever it's bloody called, Bondi Beach. So, it comes out maybe once in the summer, and that's about it. So, but yeah, I had a whole surfboard for Christmas. Surfboards aren't cheap. They really aren't cheap, surfboards. But yeah, like if hobbies were like a Pokemon, I probably would have the whole set by now, because I've probably tried pretty much every hobby you can think of. Like I'm not saying that I've like stopped every hobby that I've started, because I do have a lot of hobbies that I do every day, I haven't stopped every single hobby that I started, but I've had many that have like lasted probably about a total of 12 minutes and I'm done. But yeah, it's a shame really. Like when I was a kid, I was a dancer and a gymnast, and I was so good. And I just stopped. I don't know why. And I just think like I've been to a few like adult classes and it just feels wrong. I think it's just I just need to get over it. But I do really want to maybe pick up dance again, because I am not to toot my own horn or anything. I'm a really good dancer. I know I'm laughing, I'm being serious. Like I'm such a good dancer. I'm wasted. I'm wasted. That was my calling in life, is to be a professional dancer. And look at me. I'm not a professional dancer. Really sad. Oh, it's making me emotional actually. But yeah, maybe I'll pick it up again and I could be a professional dancer in, late in life. But yeah, a bit of a tangent about hobbies, didn't I? I do really miss Christmas as a kid though. I've been getting a lot on my TikTok, like nostalgic, like early 2000s Christmas. You got like your tinsel and your proper like tacky. As a kid, like Christmas felt like the most, like, what's the word? Like enchanted day of year. Like everything's just so sparkly and special and big. And I still really like Christmas as an adult, but it's just different now, isn't it? It's just like worrying whether you've got everyone's presents and you've wrapped everything. And, where's the sellotape? And, oh shit, I've run out of paper. But yeah, I do. But to be fair, I remember when I found out that Santa wasn't real. And I feel like I think a lot of people remember that moment when when they find out that Santa isn't real, and where the magic is just like cracked, just like less sparkly, and it feels like your whole world has shifted. For me, it's actually quite embarrassing, because I was definitely too old to be thinking the Santa was still real. Oh, it breaks my heart now I think about it. I believed in Santa up until the very last minute, genuinely. But yeah, when I found out, it was really embarrassing, but I was also like really disappointed. And that reason was because on the day I found out the Santa was real, I had a massive argument. It was like me and my best friend. We literally had a massive argument with probably 90% of the rest of the class about whether Santa was real or not. So me and my best friend, we were, yeah, he's so real, like really like getting upset. And all the classmates were like, no, he's not. Like, haha, I can't believe he's still think real. Like, you're such a baby and all this. And I remember like, fighting for our life and say that no, Santa is real. He is. You're all lying. You're all like, Santa's not going to come to you if you think he's not real. Anyway, I was so upset about it. I was so upset because I just felt like so embarrassed. But then I was like, I'm right. I know I'm right. I know he's real. And then when my mum picked me up, I got into her car and I was so like upset. I was like, this has to be in tears. Told her what had happened. And to make matters even worse, she then casually said that Santa isn't real and that my classmates were all right. Kick me while I'm down, mum. Go on. And and then obviously I was upset about finding out that he wasn't real. But then I was also fucking fuming. Like I'd spent all day going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with all my classmates. Completely embarrassed myself. You just want to drop in that, yeah, they're all right, Santa isn't real. Great. Thanks for nothing. But yeah, that was, a traumatic experience for baby Georgia. I'm not gonna lie, baby Georgia. I don't know how old I was. I definitely wasn't a baby. I was definitely too old to be thinking the Santa was real. Oh, bless me. But I just think from that moment, it's just gone slightly, slightly, slightly downhill every other year since I found out he wasn't real. But yeah. Oh, so this isn't really Christmas related. I just wanted to before we wrap this up. I don't know if you people have looked at my socials and seen it, but I can't remember what episode it was. It was like 2 or 3 episodes ago. Told everyone a story about me getting ID'd at the petrol station when I was like 19 or something. And when I was editing that, I went into too much detail about this story, and I didn't think it was that good of a story, so I cut a lot of shit out of it. I then clipped it and put it on my social media, and let me tell you, I've never been so more confused in my life. I generally when I was clipping, I was like, oh, it's a bit boring, but I was trying to clip other stories. They were either too long to social media or it just didn't make sense that I was when I was cutting it down even more, just the story didn't flow on social. So I just clipped down, I put it on social. So I just thought I just have to keep it up. I have to keep the engagement going. And I just didn't think I was like, oh, I don't think it would get much. Fuck me. It blew up. Not blew up. That's so it didn't blow up. It compared to my other videos, it did blow up. I got 400 I think at the moment it's 400 likes on Instagram and probably the same on TikTok. But the issue is on TikTok it hit the wrong algorithm. It hit every middle-aged man's For You page. And you know what? Middle-aged men are possibly, I think they're up there with the worst type of people in this world. And the shit that they were saying to me was it was unbelievable. There was a lot of comments on there of people being like, oh my god, yeah, this has happened to me. There was a few on being like, oh, this happens to my daughter all the time. And people understanding the story was this guy asked me for ID after the fact that I put petrol in. But like I said, I cut a lot of it out. So just of all things to go, blow up, it had to be that one. And the old middle-aged men in there were just fucking vile to me, genuinely vile. And I'm not even being funny. They were commenting on the way I look and just calling me all sorts of names. They were calling me gobby and calling me ungrateful and calling me a bitch. And a lot of these people, I was looking at their profiles and I was, oh my god, they've literally got videos of their kids up and they don't look that much younger than me. So I'm kind of you're commenting on my video. Can you imagine if another man was commenting on your daughter's videos in the same way? Piss off. And they were they were saying things no one cares. Or oh, I just wasted a minute of my life watching this. Why do you need to say that? Scroll on. I generally will never understand people who take time out of their day to post irrelevant, stupid, dumb comments. So there was all that going on. And also the people who were just repeating the same comments, being, oh, you need to be 16 to buy petrol. Yes, I know I need to be 16 to buy petrol. And you're just saying the same thing that 50 other people were saying. There was loads of comments of like that. People repeating things they were in a debate of whether you need to take your driver's license out with you every time you drive. it was going crazy in the comments to a point where I was having to delete comments because everyone was like fucking pissing me off. Like someone would something and then they have like an argument and it'd be like 50 comments under this one comment. And yeah, I was deleting comments and I was filtering out words because I just had enough. Like every time I went on my page, it'd be like plus 99 notifications. Like, and a lot of these people who were commenting weren't actually liking the video. So it got to a point where it was getting to a point where the comments going to be more than the likes. And I thought, this just looks weird. So I just had to keep deleting comments because I was like, you're all doing my head in. And also, I don't know how good this is for my engagement. Is that good engagement or how it works? I don't know how TikTok works. But anyway, I started deleting these comments because they were just all pissing me off. And I found as well a section on the account when I was like at words, I found a section like in the settings where you can comment the TikTok filtered out. I generally I shouldn't have read these comments because were like basically telling me to myself. Like I couldn't believe it. Think, right, if I was actually famous, you hear like famous people saying I get abuse in my comments all the time. If I was famous, right? I'd probably out these people in my stories. I generally would. I'd screenshot and be like, person's told me to myself. And I was going to do it with these people. And I was like, oh, I've literally got 200 followers. Do you know what I mean? 100 followers. So it's not going to really have an impact, is it? Don't comment on nasty things on videos. If you got to say, just keep your mouth shut. But yeah, I just thought I'd touch on that. Like, at this moment, like, I'm still getting stuff coming on my notification. But the ones on Instagram weren't too bad. It was just the girlies. It obviously reached the girlies, But TikTok, oh God, I don't know what happened. Oh, and also everyone was pissed off because I called the guy at the petrol station a Jobsworth, and everyone was like really like upset about that. I'm like, you don't know the guy, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. Yeah, I think that's all we've got time for today. And I hope your Christmas shopping all goes well and easy and there's no stress. And I hope you don't get any paper cuts from wrapping your presents. But yeah, I've kind of enjoyed this episode. It's quite a fun one. But yeah, enjoy your week and I will see you all next Monday. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, YouTube. I did say I was going to write this down, didn't I? YouTube. And I am still trying the Spotify. And yeah, just give me a moment, okay? I'm trying to figure it out. It's just taking me a lot longer than I thought it would. But yeah, enjoy your week. Bye.